my record person. We are officially recording. Okay, let's see. Let's jump in here. I think I covered your questions. Okay, let's jump in here. I want to show you how to do this. So you guys have all seen this before, right? So these are our types of stages. Here, I can share it this way. Let me share it this way. What do you guys see? Do you see the full screen? On types of stages? Okay, super great. Okay, so y'all have likely seen this before. It's in a lot of our intro videos. If any of you came through a workshop, we talk about this a lot. So these are all the different types of stages that essentially we book you for. And there's a little caveat here that I don't really talk about, which is the advocate stage. We don't book those stages. Those are your stages. Those are your advocates. That's your inner circle. And so that's what we're going to go through today, is how to use your inner circle, how to use your advocates in order to get booked like immediately. I do this probably maybe twice a year, 2-3 times a year, or if I'm trying to break into a certain industry, I'll do this. And it's just a great way to get a really like quick influx of leads that you can follow up on. So it's not a difficult process. It's not a cold outreach process. It's warm leads, warm referrals that come your way. It won't take you a ton of time to do it. You don't have to put up a website. You don't have to have a CRM system. You don't have to, you barely have to write, because I'm going to show you exactly what to say. So super easy, really, really quick way to get booked. And so I thought, like, let's turn this into a workshop, because I've done this so many times on different speaking engagements I've had. We do it, Rob and I do it a lot, talk about it on like our VIP workshops. And we're always like, let us know, when you do it. And it's so interesting to me. I'm sure people still do it, but we never hear it back. So I'm wondering if people actually do put the effort in to do it. And I think it's so powerful. So we're going to turn today into a workshop, and you're actually going to do this. So I'm going to give you time to do it. I'm going to walk you through it. Then you're gonna do this. You're gonna send out the notes. You're gonna post on your social media, and you're gonna let the leads come in. So this again is advocates, your inner circle, people It's like the lowest hanging fruit that I could ever imagine or think about when booking stages. If you think about like when you post on social media, those people, right? That are always liking your stuff and commenting on your stuff and saying, thank you for posting. Those are your advocates, right? Those are people who believe in you. They believe in your message. They want to support you. They might just not know how to support you. Or maybe they do, but if you give them a little nudge, then they'll take the nudge and go kind of like the extra mile for you. And it's not even a mile. It's like an inch. It's very little work on their part, and people are happy to support you. So here's what this looks like. Let me show you. This is one example of what I did earlier this year. Let me tell you the story. I had a request to come to a school in Nebraska, which is great. And it's in Nebraska. So if I was going to make the trip, I thought, let me see if I can't turn this into more of like a tour kind of, scenario, or multi-speaking engagement scenario, but a little different than what we talked about last week, because this would be with different schools. And plus the person I was talking to wasn't really the decision maker. She really wasn't sure if there was a budget. So there was just like a lot of unknowns that I thought, well, we can get right past all of this, right? Like we can put something together with many schools in the Lincoln and Omaha area and rock and roll and make it really easy for these schools to say yes. So that was my thought, my idea at the time. And so this is what I did, doing this kind of advocate route. I tweaked it a little bit because it was very specific to these schools. But nonetheless, I did it. And this is what came out of it. So I just posted this. Over the years, I've had various schools or sports teams in Nebraska. By the way, I'm from Nebraska, if you guys don't know that. So, you know, I make joke of Nebraska, but I really have a really warm spot in my heart for Nebraska. Sports team in Nebraska reached out about doing a talk for their students or athletes. For one reason or another, we haven't been able to make it work, except once when I spoke to Chadron State College. Tonight, a coach from Elkhorn reached out, and I thought, why not put together a tour for Nebraska high schools and colleges to make it super easy, accessible, and affordable to come in and do a motivational program for our youth or educators. I'm confident we could make something happen with the right people coming together and a little bit of planning. Okay. And then here's the one sentence that is part of kind of like the advocate script. I'm going to give you another script too, and then we're going to write our own scripts. But which is this is the key piece of it. Who do I know that can connect me with the right people in these schools? Or maybe you're one of them, right? It's not a hard ask. It's not a hard sell. It's just a, who do I know? Who am I connected with? From there, I got 49 introductions, leads, names, and or introductions of folks in Nebraska that either work at a school or in a position to start to have that discussion within the schools to bring me in for speaking. Okay, so really easy, one post, and I only posted this on my personal Facebook, so I didn't even post it anywhere else or any other social sites, but you could certainly post it on multiple sites. So now I'm going to back up. Okay, so that's what can come of this. Now I'm going to back up a little bit, and I'm going to kind of show you the script that I teach, that I use, that I started using just really as reach out, like more of in an email format. And then I moved it to, you know, or this is a variation of it on social media. So this is what this looks like. You can take a picture of this. You can do whatever you want. You can just jot a little notes down, but you're going to write your own script, because this is how Amy Dix sounds. This might not be how Zachary sounds. This might not be how Freddie sounds. I don't know. Probably not how Steven sounds. Like, we all talk a little different, right? So just,
but I want to sound like you,
take it. And do you sound like
me? I want to sound like you.
Oh! Maybe, but you really want to sound like Zachary. Okay, so here we go. So this is Amy Dix language, and then I'll point out the key points of it. Thank you for your continued support. I'm so grateful that I have such a powerful community and network of individuals who believe in what my message and my movement stands for. I know that expanding my message to reach out to whoever your audience is, right? Financial planners, to realtors, to women entrepreneurs, to parents, to whoever your audience is, will be the key for making change in this world. Do you know of any events or conferences, you could even say planners or decision makers is another one maybe you could throw in there, that I could speak to more women so that I can continue to make a difference? It's that easy, right? I'm going to show you. So you're going to take this as the foundation. I'm going to jump off the screen, but I promise to put it back up. You're going to take this as a foundation. You're going to mold it to your language, like how you would speak. If you feel really stuck, I will show you how you can make this and mold it with AI. I'm not suggesting that we use AI for everything in our world, but I think in a lot of times it might make a lot of sense. Okay, so let me show you that and what that might look like. So I took that exact script and I threw it into, you can use ChatGPT. If you've been with me long enough, you know that I'm just a Jasper fan. So I just use Jasper, but you could do the exact same thing in ChatGPT. So this is what I wrote in AI, in Jasper. Again, you can use ChatGPT or insert your favorite AI content producer. Act like an email marketer. Rewrite this message to be more casual but compelling, right? So maybe that was a little too formal for you. Maybe you're more casual. Maybe you're like, is Freddie on here? So I think he jumped off, maybe came back in. Anyway, like what I know from Freddie and see on, like, he is high energy, high motivation, like all the time, right? So Freddie, you might use different words for this. You might say, act like an email marketer, write this message to be insanely motivating with high energy and lots of exclamation points. I don't know. But just put in your brand voice, whatever your voice is. And then I just said replace, and I wrote what it was, right? So, and I can copy paste that into the chat too, what you guys just saw on the screen. So that's all I did. Here's what came of it. Hey there, a big virtual hug for being the rock stars that you are. Oh, did I also say replace? Yeah, replace women, or replace your audience with women entrepreneurs. That's a key factor in this whole thing. Your support means the world to me, and I'm beyond thankful to be part of such a kick-ass community of incredible women entrepreneurs. You're all the real deal. So when Jasper rewrote this, he kind of rewrote it as if like I was speaking to my people, right? To women entrepreneurs. So just, I'll show you how we changed it later. But I truly believe that our collective voice has the power to shake things up, blah, 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 and goes on and on. Okay, so it sounds a little different. And maybe you like that. Maybe that sounds more like you. Then I did it again. And I said, instead, I said, act as an email marketer, compose a convincing email to women entrepreneurs. Because now I thought, well, that's not a bad idea. Like if my inner circle is the people that I speak to, and I've got that as my inner circle, it's not a bad way to use the advocate script. So, and I said, revamp the communication in a casual yet engaging way. Begin by expressing gratitude. So now I'm telling them like what to do, right? Like express the gratitude first, write the message, make sure that it's aligned with my message and my mission. And then I copy paste it. And then it came back and sounded a little bit something like this. Hey there, superstar. First off, I just want to say you're amazing. Your unwavering support and belief in our mission have been nothing short of inspiring. No secret that we're on a journey together, and your dedication is what fuels this exciting adventure. I'm going to read everything to you. You can read what's on the screen. I can make it bigger if you want. But that is then how AI kind of interpreted it on the second go around. I think I'm trying to find, here it is right here. Here's the key right here where it starts. But here's the thing, I can't do this alone, right? You got to go for the ask. I need your help to find the perfect platforms where our voices can be heard loud and clear. Do you know of any events, conferences, or meetups where our message could resonate? Any place where more women entrepreneurs gather, ready to take on the world? Not bad to reach out within your own sphere. A lot of these people have already spoken, and then they can go, oh yeah, I spoke at, or I was on this show, or I went here, right? And so you can kind of gather it from there. And then one last time I just said, okay, that's if we're talking to our own like cohort. But how I started this out was you're speaking to your friends and family, right? You're speaking to your own inner circle. So I said, write it again, but this time write it as if you're speaking to your family and friends. And so then it wrote it a little bit more along the lines of how I originally had it. So not saying you have to use AI. I'm just giving you an option or a place to start. I don't think that AI is the be all end all, because only you can sound like you. You know, like AI gets smarter over time, and I've got brand voices in here, but only you can sound like you. And if it doesn't sound like it's coming from you and you're speaking to your friends and family, that's going to be really hard, because it's almost like a bad taste in your mouth, right? It's like if you were to eat peanut butter with ketchup, like you'd be like, oh, that's so gross. Somehow that doesn't work. That's what it's like when you send out things that aren't you and aren't authentic to you. So anyway, so you can start there and certainly use it as an option. Okay, makes sense? Sound good? All right, so now we're going to do it. So I am going to, I'll copy paste. Let me copy paste it into the original script. That way you can just use it, or you can throw it into a Word document and kind of vamp it. Here's the original script. Okay, so that's now in the chat. So I'm actually going to turn my camera off. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn my camera off. Maybe I'll find some way to put some relaxing music on. But I'm going to give you 5, maybe 7 minutes to just get this first draft kind of written out. Before we do that, let me answer all the questions that you have before you start doing that, so that we can be quiet for everyone and respectful as they write. Questions?
Just a quick question for the purpose of this exercise, Amy, do you want us to focus on an email or on a social media post?
That's so good. You choose. Well, I don't know where your world resides. Like, if I had to come up with like 40 emails for friends and family, no way could I do it. That might be a little bit of my generation, but I couldn't do it. So social media is the place for me.
So we're thinking of this is something you put on our Facebook page.
Say it again, Arthur. Is this something that you put on your Facebook page?
So this is something you put on our Facebook page?
Yeah, so that was Scott's question. Like, is this, do I write this as if I'm doing it on my social media, or am I writing this as an email? So you can choose, right? So wherever your inner circle, whatever like feels authentic to you and where your inner circle lies. So if you've got strong supporters and you've got their emails and you want to write it as an email, you should do that. If you've got strong supporters and maybe you just don't have access to their email or don't know their email, and it makes sense for you to post on social media, then I would write it as if it was a social media post.
Is there a different style between writing it on your Facebook as opposed to an email?
I mean, I think so. I think social media tends to be a little bit more casual. You're probably not going to have like a, hello, Arthur, how are you today? Da, 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 da. You know, you're just going to go right into it. So.
Okay.
Other questions?
Yeah, so I have to drop at the top of the hour.
Okay.
After we do this exercise, were you going to give us feedback, or like, I'm wondering, am I sending this to you? What's the
You're going to post it. Yeah, so I'll take a couple and we're going to look at a couple, but essentially the end goal is for you to post it.
Right. So
or send it off in an email or whatever it is that you're doing.
You're not giving feedback on everybody's, is that right?
No. We don't have time for all that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. All right, other questions before we go quiet? All right, y'all. You start, write your script. If a question comes up along the way, just type it in the chat or send it directly to me so that we respect everyone else. And I'll let you guys to it to write your script. Okay, just checking in.
Another minute,
More time? Put your thumbs up if you need more time.
1 minute.
Yeah, okay. I get you guys more time.
And do you want us to post it in? Is that what we're doing, Amy?
If you just hang tight, we'll review some of them. And then yes, and then I've got a little special something for you guys for those who post it.
Oh no, I mean post it in the chat. Is that what you want us to put?
Oh, you can post in the chat? Yeah,
Okay.
that's great. Great idea. Thanks for that idea, Arthur. If anyone wants to follow suit when you're done, if you did it electronically, maybe some of you guys hand wrote in, that's fine too. If you want to throw it in the chat, then we'll review it. I'm gonna give you 2 more minutes to wrap up. Okay. If you want to post what you got, we'll review a couple of these. So there's kind of 3 components that I'm looking for when I'm reading them. The first one is gratitude, right? Just thank you. Just always in this world, in this life, right? Just thank you, be kind, be positive, all the things. So I always like to see that and start with that, especially when you're asking for something as well. And so that should always come before the ask, of course. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm also looking for desire, like for you to communicate that you have a desire to keep moving forward, or you have a desire to speak on more stages, or you have a desire to spread your message, whatever that looks like for you. And then finally the ask. So those are really just the 3 components of it. It's really not any more complicated than that, but that's what I'm looking for when I'm reading these. So Arthur, let's start with you. Man, you're like a speed demon. He had it done in like 2 minutes. All right. Hi guys. As you know, I published 2 books on faith and encouragement that God sees and God hears. I think this would be a great message to bring to churches, organizations, youth groups, and conferences that people are attending in order to be happier. I'm so grateful that I have such a powerful community and network of individuals who believe the same regarding the utility of the scriptures in times like these. Do you know of any events or conferences that I could speak to and present this message of encouragement that in this uncertain world, there is assurance that we are not alone because God hears and God sees? Awesome. So you've got the 3 components there. There's a little bit of a duplication. Sorry, now my English minor is going to come into play, and the writer in me, and you guys can clean this up. I get that this was a quick exercise, but there's just a little bit of duplication. I think you can, like you talk in the beginning about how you want to expand to conferences, etc. And then at the end, you kind of, say that you want to expand into conferences and do they need any? So I think you just like tweak it a little bit so it's not repetitive, but you have the 3 components there. Great job. It feels truly authentic to you. I've spoken to you and that sounds like how you would talk and your demeanor. So I love it. So good job. Great job. All right, Chris, thank you for your continued support. I'm so grateful that I have such a powerful community and network of individuals who believe in what my message and movement stands for. That's great writing, Chris. That's
I know, thanks.
I know that it does not have to be, this is the thing. It does not, I love that you did this, not have to be that hard. You can just take this and run with it, right? I know that expanding my message for empowering business leaders and their teams to create breakthrough results by embracing the champions mindset, I think I read that wrong, but yes, will be the key for me making the impactful change I wish to make in the world. But here's the thing, I can't do it alone. Do you know of any events, conferences, or organizations that I can speak to so I may positively impact more business leaders and their teams and continue to make a difference? Awesome. I might tweak the last sentence a little bit. It feels a little.
Yeah, that's the one I was having trouble with. It seemed a little wordy.
Yeah, just bring it into 2.
Yeah.
Do you know of any conferences so I may more positively impact business leaders and their teams?
You think business leaders and their teams, I shouldn't repeat that and maybe change that?
It just feels a little run on.
Yeah, it does. It does. I know.
It's just, and it's technically not. I'll be super nitpicky. If you put a comma after the word teams, it might read a little bit easier.
Okay. All right. Great.
But
right.
It's just a little long. But anyway, it's great. Love it. Great job.
Thanks.
Stephen. Oh, that was a private message. He had to leave. Connie. Okay. Oh, this is your message. I thought you were telling me you haven't been on Facebook in a while. Connie, you on Facebook? I see you post all the time. All right. I haven't been on Facebook a whole lot lately, but I thought I would come on and update everyone on something I want to step into. I love this already. But I need your help. As most of you know, I wrote a book a while back called Dream On. The alarm clock of your life hasn't gone off yet. I really want more people to hear my message, which is this: never ever give up on your dreams, no matter your age. I have found that this message resonates not only with older people, but young as well. In order to reach more people, I have decided to take some training to become a speaker. In all honesty, I write better than I speak, but I really want to grow in this area. But here's the problem. I need more venues to speak at. It says my message is too long. Well, maybe it is, Connie. All right, let me finish it and then I'll come back to some ideas. I know most of you believe in me and my message. I am wondering if you might be willing to refer me to people who are putting together an event, conference, workshop, and could use a speaker on this topic. I've put together a short video to address people who book those events. Feel free to share this post with them. I would be forever grateful. Okay, great job. Connie, I'm gonna give you a few little suggestions. You're open? All right. I would take out like, in all honesty, I write better than I speak, but I really want to grow in this area. Like you can just say, I want to grow in this area, right? Like, because already you're downplaying yourself. And if you downplay yourself, then people aren't going to believe it. They're not going to believe in you because you've already put yourself down. So look, you're a fantastic writer and you're stepping into speaking. That's it. You're both. You're a speaker and a writer. So I would just take out that little piece of it. And certainly take out the word problem. You could use challenge, or you can take it out altogether. It's just a point in conversation for everyone. I believe that you can replace the word problem almost 100% of the time with the word challenge. And it just is different, right? So here's the problem. Like, oh God, what's the problem? But here's a little bit of a challenge. Challenge sounds like we can overcome it. Okay. So anyway, that's my own Amy Dix little soapbox. I need more venues to speak out. So I would just say, but I really want to grow in this area. I'm looking for more venues to speak at. I know that most of you, I'm looking for more venues to speak at. Do you know of any blah, 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 and ask. I might take out the sentence or rephrase it. I know that most of you believe in me and my message. It makes me feel like there are people that follow you that don't believe in you, and I don't believe that. Right? So this is your world. These are your supporters. These are your advocates. So if they're your advocates, they believe in you. So just assume that they believe in you. I put together a short video. You could, if you wanted to, I'm assuming you're talking about your Book Me video. You could post that and then take out, I put together a short video. You could just say like, here's a short video that, I don't know, you might have to tweak it somehow, but I'm posting a short video that I use to reach out to planners or decision makers. If you would share it, I would be forever grateful. Something along those lines. Because like the fact that you tell us that you put together a short video, now we want to know what the video is. So now that's our question instead of focusing on giving you names. Okay. So those are just some things. I don't see the ask. Like I see you kind of say that you want to. Feel free to share this post. I would be forever grateful. You got to ask like, who do you know that has conferences on this topic? Who do you know that where this message is important to their members? Who do you know? Like, just ask the question. Connie, if you're talking, you're on mute. And if you've been talking at all, you've been on mute. So you probably think I've been rude and over talking you, and I haven't. But go ahead.
On that second one, I said, I am wondering if you might be willing to refer me to people who are putting together an event, conference, workshop.
Yeah.
Or workshop.
Not I'm wondering, just would you be willing to?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Good job.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. All right. Do we have time? Ooh, okay. Let's see if I can go. I can go faster. Okay. Marshall, what's up, fam and friends? Cool. I'm assuming that's your language and that's how you sound, and that is fantastic. All right. I wanted to first say thanks for all you do for me and my work. Love it. There's the gratitude piece. Your support means everything to me. I'm blessed to be part of a powerful community. You are my network of folks who believe in me and my work in helping others. You do something really powerful there, which is like you're pulling them all together and you're saying like, you're my people, right? Like, so now they feel part of your community. So the ask is so much easier. As you know, I'm helping others with their fear through martial arts. Fear is a powerful emotion we all need to work through and move from fear to freedom in life. It's fun and useful message that I teach through public speaking, martial arts training, and life coaching. There's something in here that feels off. Fear is the most powerful emotion. Like if they're your advocates, they should kind of know what your world is. So I would just maybe make some assumption, because now I'm going, fear is a powerful emotion we all need to work through. Now I'm like judging, like, is it? Like, do I really believe that?
I know it
You know
is.
what I mean? So I don't know. That's just what I'm, these are just,
Let's
these are
talk
Amy Dick's
about it.
thoughts.
I'd love to convince you that it's a powerful emotion.
I believe you, but you,
All right, I love it. Thank you for believing in me, Amy.
I'm spitting whatever's in my brain.
Perfect.
You'll
Go
know
ahead.
this too. I know,
Keep it
Marcia,
up. I want it. Come on.
no, I know you're a little newer, but I do want to say this because I say this often. I'm not, just because I say it doesn't mean it's the only way to go.
Oh, no, that's
Right. So
fine.
there's a million ways to make things work.
Love
Okay.
it.
It's funny, useful message. I teach. Yep. Got it. I want to do more. That's cool. Okay. Here's where you come in. Perfect. To expand my message, I need to reach more people. I can use your help to do this incredible. Task. Do you know of any events or conferences? Perfect. Yep. I love how you say so I can continue to make a difference. Is that what I say or is that what you said? Anyway, it sounds awesome. I don't know if
you might have stolen it
Sounds
from
great.
something you said before.
perfect. Anyway, I love it. I don't care. I love it. It sounds great.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah. Okay. So just that one little thing I think I might
Yes,
do.
ma'am. I'll do it.
All right, cool. Zachary, do you go by Zachary? Do you go by Zach? It's always Zachary.
Zachary when I'm in trouble, Zach any other time.
Okay. Well, you're not in trouble with me, but I tend to
Good.
read it as it comes. But if you prefer something else, I'll put it in my brain so I don't call you something you don't.
Hey, you's fine.
Okay. In leadership's grand theater, warrior spirit is our timeless inspiration, transcending generations and industries. Mutual support among leaders is key. We can empower one another by learning from histories. Okay. I've been sharing this message. I would shorten that. I already, like, you kind of saw my brain kind of already start to skip. I would just shorten it. Just kind of start with like, maybe go right in. Like, they know your message, right? These are your advocates. You don't have to convince them. I've been sharing this message from the stage and come up with a compelling program that shares these case study and videos from historical battles like Gettysburg, and applies them directly to solving today's leadership challenge. Again, I would shorten that. Do you know of any upcoming events or conferences? Like, maybe just sorry, I'm going to back up. Maybe just like, what is the outcome? Right? We call it outcome language. Oftentimes I call it transformation. I know you're in asset creation right now, but when Josh puts together your kind of like your points, your audience transformation points, you might be able to just snag one of those, and that's the transformation that you give, and that can just be one sentence. Your insights and connections can be the catalyst for inspiring another generation of leaders to rise to new heights. Yes, cool, like it. All right, just a few minor tweaks. Yeah, good job. All right, Cheyenne, I cannot think of any other way that you would start this other than howdy y'all. So kudos for being authentic. All right, howdy y'all. I wanted to give a big old shout out to each and every one of you amazing folks for riding with me on this journey. I almost want to speak in Southern talk and I just can't. Your support means the world to me and I'm feeling so grateful and blessed. I can completely hear you say this, so I like it. I've got a fire burning in me to spread my message to all the fierce women on my journey of empowerment as they take control of their narrative to further their personal elevation evolution. Now, let's talk about growing this mission. I'm on the lookout for some events or conferences where I can share my wisdom and keep steering the ship. If y'all know of any, just holler. Together, we're going to give the voiceless a voice and make the world sit up and listen. Okay. Very much you, so fantastic on that front. I have one tiny little change that I might make, and it's, you kind of ask, but you got to ask. Like, you got to ask with a question mark, you know? So like, I'm on the lookout. Cool.
Okay.
Super happy to support you. Good luck for your lookout. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
just ask. I'm on the lookout for events and conferences where I can share my wisdom and keep steering the ship. Do you know of anyone that has conferences or aligns with this message? Or perhaps it's you, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if any of you had that, go back and look. If I didn't catch it before, but it should be a question mark. So it should be a question. Otherwise it's just like, cool. Yeah. Yay. Go Cheyenne, you know. Go Freddie, hey, it's your birthday. Like, that's it, you know? So, okay, awesome. Great job. Now, here's what I need you to do. I need you to post the darn thing or email the darn thing, right? And like I said, we've been doing this for, I don't know, probably I don't know, maybe closer to 2 years on teaching the advocate stuff. And I have one person, only one. So you guys have to help me. So I only have one person who've ever come back and said, I did it. So this is what I'm going to do. I personally am going to do this. Send a screen, send it out, post it, send the email, however you choose to send it. Put the screen print in the group. And you can just start a new, should I start a thread? No, just start a new one. Just post it in the group. I'm going to put y'all's name in a randomizer and we're going to choose the winner next week. And I'm personally going to give you $50. All you have to do is post. That's it. And you get a chance because I want to see this magic happen. I want to see what comes of it. I want to hear the outcomes. I want to know that you did it. Right. So that's all you have to do. Just post it and send a screen print and we'll throw it in a randomizer and we'll choose someone. Does that sound good? Think you can do that? All right. Awesome. Questions for this? Questions on this? Yes, Chris.
Yeah.
I was planning on attaching some pictures. I saw that you did one as well. Would
Yep.
you also recommend, I've got my EPK done. Would you recommend I connect that attach that as a file or not?
You're posting on social media?
Yes.
Nah,
Okay.
you're just looking for referrals. They should just be
Right on.
more than happy. Yeah. You're
Great.
not trying to sell.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
What do you mean by a screen print? What is that?
It is Jim for you.
Yeah.
Are you on social media?
Hardly.
Are you going to email this or are you going to post it on your
I'm going
social
to
media?
email it. I'm going to
Okay.
email it.
So when you email it, just take your phone and point it at your screen and take a picture of it. And are you in the Facebook group?
Maybe. I will be.
You will be now, I guess. Yeah. And then post that
Okay.
picture in the Facebook group.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Y'all need the link to the Facebook group.
Yes.
Yes.
I had it open for Cheyenne. I think I closed it. I did. Darn it. All right, I'm throwing it in the chat. Okay, there you go. So grab that link before you head out. If it pops up and you're not in the group, you need to click join group and we'll get you in. All right, other questions on this? I'm really excited for y'all.
Yeah, this is great.
Awesome. All right. Well, y'all know what to do from here. Happy hump day. As always, love and appreciate you guys. Wednesdays are my favorite day because I get to see you all. So thanks for coming on and I'll see you in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.